Howdy, friend. Spitz here, and this is Feed Bandit, the Texas First Outdoors podcast. There is a specific kind of hush that falls over the Texas woods when the first real norther of the year whistles through the post oaks and the sumac turns that deep, bloody red. It is a time of year when every snap of a dry twig sounds like a gunshot and every shadow seems to move. We are talking about the undisputed king of the Texas brush, the whitetail deer. From the thorny senderos of the South Texas brush country to the rolling hills of the Edwards Plateau and the thick piney woods of the east, the whitetail is the heartbeat of our hunting culture. Today, we are diving into the life and times of the Texas whitetail, breaking down the technicals of hunting the rut, the science of herd management, and the philosophy of why this animal defines the Texas outdoorsman. Pull up a chair. We have a lot of ground to cover. The Texas whitetail is a survivor. He has lived through droughts that would kill a cactus and floods that would wash away a mountain. But more than that, he is a master of evasion. A mature Texas buck is a PhD in survival. He knows your scent, he knows your truck's engine, and he knows exactly when you have stopped paying attention. To get a look at a trophy buck, you have to be more than a hunter. You have to be a student of the land. Technical tip number 1, master the scout and sit method. In Texas, we love our stands and our feeders, but if you want a buck that isn't just a tame corn eater, you have to look for the natural sign. Look for the rubs on the cedar trees and the fresh scrapes in the damp dirt under an overhanging oak limb. These are his signposts. When you find a fresh scrape, don't just sit on it. Look for the trail leading to it from the thickest cover you can find. A mature buck is rarely going to walk out into the middle of a field in broad daylight. He is going to skirt the edges, using the wind to his advantage. Position yourself so you can see that staging area, where he lingers before coming out to feed or check his scrapes. Technical tip number 2, rattling and calling. This is a Texas tradition for a reason. When the rut hits, whether it is the early rut in South Texas or the late season madness in the hill country, bucks are looking for a fight. But don't just bang the horns together like you are playing the drums. Start soft. Mimic a minor skirmish. Use a grunt tube to add that guttural aggressive sound. Wait 10 minutes. If nothing shows, then turn up the volume. You want to sound like two heavyweights are tearing up the brush. And always keep your eyes peeled downwind. A smart buck is going to circle around to smell what is doing the fighting before he ever shows his face. Technical tip number 3, the importance of age and nutrition. In Texas, we are blessed with some of the best deer management in the world. But a buck can't reach his potential if he is shot as a 3-year-old. Learn to judge age on the hoof. Look at the neck, the belly, and the blockiness of the frame. A mature buck has a thick neck that flows into his chest and a saggy belly. He looks like a linebacker, not a sprinter. Combined with a solid supplemental feeding program, protein in the spring and summer, corn in the winter, and good native browse, you are giving those deer the tools they need to grow the headgear we all dream about. Technical tip number 4, wind management. Your scent is your greatest enemy. Whitetails live by their noses. Use scent reduction sprays, sure, but more importantly, hunt the wind. If the wind isn't right for your favorite stand, don't hunt it. Period. You are better off staying home than blowing out a trophy buck because you were stubborn. Have multiple stands for different wind directions so you always have an option that keeps your scent away from the deer's nose. Preserving the tradition of the whitetail hunt in Texas is about more than just a mounting on the wall. It is about the generations of families that have gathered at deer camps, sharing stories over a campfire and passing down the skills of the woods. It is about the stewardship of the land. When we manage our deer herds, we are also managing our grasslands, our water sources, and our forests. Protecting the legacy means ensuring that the next generation has the same opportunity to hear that frost-covered grass crunch under a buck's hoof. We hunt the whitetail because he challenges us. He forces us to be quiet, to be still, and to be present in a world that is usually too loud and too fast. When you sit in a stand as the sun starts to peek over the horizon and you see that flicker of a white tail in the brush, the rest of the world disappears. It is just you, the deer, and the ancient dance of the hunt. That is the soul of the Texas outdoors. So what do you think of that? Are we right on target, or did we totally miss the boat on that one? Email us at howdy@feedbandit.com and let us know either way. And don't forget to check us out at feedbandit.com and grab some gear to show off your Texas First Outdoors pride. Preserve the tradition, protect the legacy, and remember, always support your local feed store. If you're there for them, they'll be there for you when you need them the most out in the field. Stand tall, fellow Texian. We'll talk soon.